The light blue sari that you see even in the trailer, that is something that Tarla ji actually wore. My father was asking me, "तुम क्या shooting कर रहे हो?" मैं कहा पता नहीं, बहुत मजा आ रहा है. But I think my acting has become my side business. I'm actually just trying to sell kebabs nationally. Unfortunately, trying to do is regurgitating our 2017 ideas, dusting them, and trying to rewrite them for a today audience, and that's not going to work anymore.
Huma Qureshi, hi, welcome to my channel.
Hi, how are you? Thank you.
Of course, I am great. How are you? How many interviews have you done today?
Today, actually not so many. Today is my screening. So actually this is the first.
First screening also and first interview of the day also, but first screening also for Mumbai.
First screening ever for Tarla. So yeah, a lot of people are coming and we are super excited and very nervous.
To play a titular role in and as Tarla, I can't imagine you being anything less than nervous. I have watched the film. I really enjoyed it. And let me tell you, me and my husband watched it together. उसको बेचारे को हिंदी भी नहीं आती है, तो मैं उसको simultaneously translate भी कर रही थी, पर वो contextually समझ जा रहा था काफी सारी चीजें. और फिर हमने तड़ला दलाल की रेसिपी बनाई है डिनर में. हमने पनीर
That actually is the sweetest thing. When you told me that, I was like, yes, like that is exactly what we want. That's the idea that you should watch the film and feel like having like a nice, like wholesome meal. Like that's the whole point. And
correct. That's what
I think you get it, right? Because it's food and it's like India's Julia Child. So I think everyone gets it.
That's what ना. अभी खाली पेट देखने वाली फिल्म नहीं है ये, बाय द वे, क्योंकि अगर आपने खाली पेट देखी है फिल्म तो आपको मतलब उतना एंजॉय नहीं कर पाएगा. पेट भर के देखना, बिकॉज उसमें कहीं जलेबी बन रही है, कहीं कुछ बन रहा है. सो इट्स लाइक इट्स गोना मेक यू अनकंफर्टेबल इफ यू आर हंग्री. प्लीज ईट एंड देन सिट डाउन एंड वॉच तरला. माय फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन टू यू हुमा इज, तरला जी के बारे में, उनकी पर्सनल लाइफ के बारे में जानकारी पब्लिकली कम है. कोई ऐसी बायोग्राफी नहीं है, कोई किताब नहीं है, उनकी लाइफ पर कोई शो नहीं बना है पहले. तो आपने और आपके डायरेक्टर पीयूष गुप्ता ने ये इन्फॉर्मेशन कहाँ से कलेक्ट करी? बिकॉज काफी एम्बेलिशमेंट्स भी हैं फिल्म में. ये इन्फॉर्मेशन कहाँ से है आपके पास?
अच्छा, ऑफ कोर्स इट्स अ वर्क ऑफ फिक्शन एंड वो फैमिली फिक्शन वगैरह के साथ ही लिया गया है. तो जब मेरे पास स्क्रिप्ट आई, टू बी ऑनेस्ट, बारिंग द फैक्ट दैट माय मदर हैड अ कपल ऑफ लाइक तरला दलाल को बुक्स लाइंग एट होम, मेरे को भी ज्यादा तरला दलाल की स्टोरी के बारे में, उनकी जर्नी के बारे में पता नहीं था. And now I got into it, the more I realized, oh my God, here's like a story that must be told, because so many things that she talks about or she battles are still relevant very much today. So I think the full credit has to go to Piyush and Gautam. Piyush, of course, my director, and Gautam also a co-writer with this on him. They really like research all the important like beats, like the events in her life, and of course they put like a little fictional, creative spin to it. But I think the important thing was to sort of retain the authenticity of what she stood for, rather than Tarla Dalal was. Like, what are the times she was battling all of this in, and she had this own very soft, gentle way of doing things. She was a feminist long before, it was known that what people knew what it was to be a feminist. And I think she did it in such a like an unassuming, gentle, affable way. And I think the work that she put in really paved the way for so many other women to follow suit. And because they were the OG generation, right? Of women who stepped outside the house and worked, and to balance home and kids and a career, what it really meant. I think she really is a real life inspiration.
And it really puts things in perspective, because हमें I'm in my 30s और याद है कि हमने बचपन में देखे हुए तरला दलाल के shows जब वो टीवी पर आया करती थी. But when you look back to her life, and I was reading about her after watching the movie, she was born in the 30s. 1930s she was born in, and imagine the world would have been so much harder for women when she was coming up.
1974 her first book came out. So imagine, and before that she was a housewife, she was mother to 3 kids. She was taking care of things. She was a proper homemaker, which is the other thing in the film that I think we want to talk about, is that sapno ko dekhne ki koi expiry date nahi hoti hai. It is so true, because I feel like with women especially, like India mein to khas kar ke liye pehle bolte hain, acha shaadi kar lo aur shaadi ke baad phir kar lena, jo tumhari puri life padi hai to explore whatever. And I've even heard like my mother complain about this, because when all of us,
all our mothers
hum log to sab apna kaam, career, ye wo sab kar rahe hain, she has this massive like emptiness syndrome ki acha ab main kya karu apne time ke paas, I have so much and I have nothing to do. And I think that's what happened with her as well. And, thank God for it that, she had a skill set that she could cook like nobody could. And her food really touched people and changed them and empowered them. And she had a great like family support system in form of her husband, Nalin, who really supported her ambition. Because even back in the day, for a man to put his own career in the backseat and then the woman sort of like, thrive was kind of unheard of or even frowned upon. Ki tu kaisa pad rahi hai? That kind of thing we've heard. Those lines, one-liners before. So I think Piyush and Gautam did a wonderful job of balancing that period, that era, the sensibilities. And I really, again, like so many people, I think are going to watch and be like, yes, we relate to this. Like, it still happens to young women, young men, that we have to have these gender assigned roles ki acha ladka bahar jaake kamata hai and ladki is supposed to be the homemaker. If that's going to change, then it's going to be very Abhinaman kind of a thing, and the marriage won't last and all of that. So I think our film is just the opposite of that.
क्योंकि तरला की लाइफ को अगर आप गौर से देखें तो उनके कॉन्फ्लिक्ट्स ज्यादा ऐसे नहीं है कि रैग्स टू रिचेस कहानी है और कभी घर से निकाल दी गई या उनके किसी ने पैसे चुरा लिए या हस्बैंड ने उनको छोड़ दिया. उनके कॉन्फ्लिक्ट बेसिकली वही है कि एक पुरुष प्रधान समाज में एक औरत को, एक माँ को वही काम करने के लिए जो उनके जेंडर को असाइन किया हुआ है ऑलरेडी कि ये काम तो औरतें ही करती हैं, उस काम को प्रोफेशनली अगर लेके जाना है, देन हाउ द वेरियस बैटल्स शी हैज टू फाइट व्हिच पीपल डोंट even see, people don't even realize that these are daily life battles. Did you get a chance to meet the family and actually talk to her children about her?
I did actually, and in fact, some of the saris in the film that I worn, some were Piyush's mums, my director's mothers, and some were actually Tarla ji's saris. So the light blue sari that you see even in the trailer, that is something that Tarla ji actually wore.
She's cooking जब उनको देखने के लिए आते हैं नलिन.
लड़के नलिन आता है तो, and I remember like we were shooting that day in the house, and that's when Renu ji, her daughter, and her sons came, and even her grandchildren, and I was a bit like, it's a little overwhelming because you see like these grown-up people who,
yeah, no shit,
ma'am, and like, and then they're looking at me saying, you're playing our mother, and suddenly I felt this sense of responsibility. I'm playing somebody's parent. I'm playing somebody's family. Like, there's a woman who stands for something. There's a legacy. I hope I'm not messing it up. Like, I mean, all those like thoughts, mortal thoughts come to you. But for me, therefore, the biggest compliment that Renu ji gave me was like, I think you really are my mother. You really captured her essence. And I had like goose flesh, and I was like, thank you. Like, you have no idea. No review, no award, no reward will ever match up to a daughter telling me that I was able to do justice to her mom's legacy. Like that. Yeah.
You come from a family of people who are involved in the food business, right? And I've quite enjoyed Salim's Easter eggs popping up in your films recently. It popped up in Monica also, and it popped up in Double XL also, I think, right?
I think what's happening is I think my acting has become my side business. I'm actually just trying to sell kebabs nationally. I think that now you should give me like a percentage of profit, no? For all the kebabs done and all the free PR that all these big studios are like giving you.
Salim's का थैला हर जगह दिखाई दे जाता है.
Now actually, if we don't have a Salim's reference in a film, I should be like, oh, by the way, इसमें Salim का reference नहीं है.
I know. How has your father reacted to the film? Has he watched it yet?
He hasn't seen the film. My parents in Delhi, they'll see it tomorrow when it releases. But no, I was there in fact for a 3-day promotional thing, and it was really lovely. And we went one day because after seeing the trailer, my dad was like, "ये बटाटा मुसल्लम क्या होता है?" So मैंने कहा, "पापा, जो basically coincidentally, my dad started Salim's in 1977, right? Around the same time that Tarla ji started her career, and both their schools of cuisine are like polar opposites. Like my dad is hardcore Mia Bhai food, like keema, kali, nihari, biryani, that kind of stuff. And what Tarla ji did was because she basically took the recipe of it and took out the meat from it and put in like the vegetables, and so that a much wider audience and her husband could eat it, right?
Yeah.
And so I told my dad that thing, and he was like, "Oh, interesting." So he's like, "अरे हमारे यहाँ भी बड़े vegetarian लोग आते हैं, तो हम भी बटाटा मुसल्लम introduce करते हैं." So he introduced batata musallam as an actual dish in the restaurant. I went and I had that with him, and it was
so
quite
sweet.
Actually, yeah.
So sweet. I haven't visited Salim's in a very, 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 very long time. But is there like a
come anytime? Take my name, 15% off.
नहीं, मैं तो दोनों को जानती हूँ, हुमा और साकिब दोनों को जानती हूँ मैं. मेरे को 30% मिलना चाहिए.
You're talking like my school friends.
I know, right? Recently you've had a lot of big ensemble films where you've been with actors like Sonakshi and Rajkumar and things like that. And yet somehow her review में हुमा की acting के बारे में अलग से बात होती है, because I mean I'm not just saying this because we're talking to each other right now, but I make it a point to talk about your work separately as well. Does that worry you going into a film with multiple actors? Not Tarla specifically because you're Tarla, but like in other films when you're going into an ensemble cast?
Not really. I started my career with the biggest ensemble film that ever existed, Gangs of Wasseypur, like 300 actors. Like you don't know what was going on. We went to a place for 3 months and we went and we shot 2 films and we came back and no one had a clue what was. I mean, my father was asking me, "तुम क्या shooting कर रहे हो?" मैं कहा पता नहीं, बहुत मजा आ रहा है. But and also it was my first film, so I didn't know like how films were made, right? So yeah, no, I don't feel lost in like a big crowd. In fact, I thrive on it because I feel like look at all these like amazing different actors and their processes, and everyone is so different. So I just love like imbibing the best of everything. Like Gangs, now everybody from that film has literally popped, including like assistant directors and everyone. So, all my other films, I've had the pleasure of working with some of the best actors of our times, like, from like Rishi Kapoor to Madhuri Dixit to Irfan Khan. And I feel like I've only become better by just observing them. Like, sometimes, when you're just starting out, just looking at greats, just do their thing, just helps you declutter a lot of unnecessary things as an actor that you may think you need to do because that's how actors ought to behave.
ये तो आपकी collaboration हो गई actors के साथ, but अब आप business collaborations भी कर रहे हैं. You've turned producer, you have your own company, and like Tarla, now you've stepped into becoming a businesswoman as well. How has that been for you so far, and what are the plans with your productions?
Well, Double XL was our first venture. We have another film coming out later this year. It's a lovely coming of age story called Single Salma. I think I end up like greenlighting films or like developing stuff which are close to my heart and things that I relate to. And I think that should be the idea, which is why I really encourage, I feel very happy when like, other actresses or just women, turn producers or turn storytellers, because I feel like, yes, the more of us that are there, the more our stories, things that matter to us, will be told. Like Double XL, I know I was a bit disappointed with the box office of that film, but like after it came out, Dr. Netflix, just the kind of love I received, globally in India, women just coming up to me like, thank you for making that film. I really felt like it was a movie about me. Maybe and I was just like, yes, like this film was for you. And I don't know.
bar mein dance kar sakti hu.
Exactly. मैं कुछ भी कर सकती हूँ. And I think that representation is so important for people who feel so unseen, because women who look a certain way are always made to feel कि आप ना heroine की बहन बनने के लायक हो. But your life does not deserve that pedestal. And we just, that was our only attempt actually to do that.
Speaking of women who look a certain way and are kind of boxed into certain roles but have broken away from that expectation, Vidya Balan, she also has a release with you today. Are you nervous about that, clashing with her? Because like, I love her so much.
I love Vidya. She is like amazing and she knows I love her. And I wanted to go watch her film as well yesterday, but I could not because I was stuck with my own stuff. But I wish her all the well. I wish her all the best. I can't wait to watch her film, and I'm sure she would have smashed it. Listen, she is right there, like I mean, she just has paved the way for all of us. I think in a way,
Yeah, we stand on her shoulders. She walked so everyone else can run.
Absolutely, she's the OG queen, and she always will be.
Lastly, Huma, you just mentioned that once your film dropped on OTT, it received a completely different audience, and streaming ki audience hai aapko alag. Monica did so well on a streaming platform. Here again, Tarla is on a streaming platform. Have you seen a change in your career graph per se since your films have started coming on streaming platforms? Because you started with the biggest theatrical experience possible, and to now, have you seen a change here personally?
It's happened in the last couple of years. Globally speaking, just how people are consuming content is changing, and we still, all of us as an industry, are trying to get a hold of it as to what that change really is. We know there's a change, but we're trying to figure out like what that change is and how, as producers, as content creators, we can create a certain and curate a certain kind of content that people will be, moved to step out and buy a ticket and have that. And I don't necessarily think that's only supposed to be these big action films. I think it's a different kind of storytelling. What that is, I think we will discover. I also feel it creates a complete like new playground for new makers and storytellers to come, because I also feel like what we are still unfortunately trying to do is regurgitating our 2017 ideas, dusting them and trying to rewrite them for a today audience, and that's not going to work anymore.
Yeah.
2 years in COVID, I think all of us have just sat at home and watched content. हमने सारी डाली, मतलब Indian, European, South Indian, सब देख लिया. तो I series देखी, सब देख लिया. So I feel not just us in the business, but people, उनका overall, viewing capacity has increased. They are exposed to so much more cinema and stories. So if they are rejecting something, then we have to accept it and we have to acknowledge it and we have to just work harder. That's the way I look at it. And OTT definitely, has leveled the playing field. Today, my film can drop with, I don't know, with the biggest star in the world, and they both have the same platform. So it really depends on how good you are. So you pull people to it. So I think interesting times ahead. Let's see what happens.
I think ZEE5 has done a great job by taking a punt on Tarla. It is a really delightful film. It's very sweet. It's a movie that I've recommended my father watch more than my mother, because my mother will to watch it anyway. She loves you and she loves Sharib. But I want my father to watch it.
I just want to say this very quickly. So I was approached for this film by Ashwini and Nitish sir, and they both called me. In fact, the week of the release of Maharani season 1, offered me this film. And Tony Screwvala has been an amazing producer. I'm so happy that Z has found, Talla has found a home in Z, and they really, I mean, I went for a marketing meeting, so मतलब मुझे कितना promote करा रहे हो यार, ये कोई क्या करा रहे हो? This is just a small OTT release, but I think the way they have put the entire Z machinery and the muscle to promote this film, makes me very happy that there are still people out there, there's still studios out there who really are backing stories and storytellers, especially with Piyush is amazing, but this is his first film. He's worked as a writer on Chichore, Dangal, all these films, but for also like a debut director, and to show that kind of faith in his, I think, thank you, Z.
And thank you, Z, for organizing this interview as well. Huma, always lovely to chat with you. Good luck with your screening. I think tomorrow onwards, Twitter पे बहुत सारी ऐसे tweets आने वाली है लोगों की. It's going to be great. It's going to be good.
I love you. Thank you so much. It really means a lot when you like a film like this. So just putting it out there.
It's going to be good, babe. It's going to be good. It's going to be a good one.
I like it. Thank you.
I'll see you soon.
I'll see you soon. Bye. Have fun.
Bye. Thanks.